Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, as you may be aware, there was a request by the Zambian government through the Attorney General to have the body of the late President Edgar Lungu inspected or pretty much identified in South Africa. So that's the feedback that has come from that. So you cannot inspect Edgar Lungu's remains. Two Mountains Bioservice tells the Zambian government that it will not be allowed to conduct inspection on the remains of former President Lungu or gain access to reports of the pathologist and Mbamna, the person that did the embalming of the late president. So this is stemming from a request that was submitted where the Zambian government wanted to identify the body of the late president, because it's reported to say from the time that he died, only his immediate family, pretty much the nuclear family, has had a look at his body. Even the people from the Patriotic Front Central Committee that visited South Africa on various occasions, they are not given access to that body. So it's from that they're saying, yes, in as much as we are aware that Edgar Lungu died, there is need for the Zambian government to identify and pretty much have a look at that body. So that conversation was going back and forth in the background. And as of today, that's the feedback that has come from the morgue, the people that are running maintaining his, or pretty much that are holding his body. So they are not going to allow that. I'm pretty much sure we will have to subpoena them for them to get access. And that can only be granted after the entire court process plays out. But I did mean that time when they won that court case that Friday, should be like 3 weeks ago now, if not 2. Then the morticians or this parlor that is holding Edgar Lungu's body would have been compelled by law to submit the body to the Zambian government. But at the moment, because of that pending appeal case that is going on, the family has got leverage in this case to make demands on the parlor, and they are not able to grant access to the Zambian government. So that's news coming in from South Africa. But talks between the Zambian government and the Lungu family seem to be taking place, and they've decided to keep that information in the background. Nothing is being reported, and as you may be aware, as of yesterday's broadcast, only Secretary to the Cabinet, Patrick Chagwa, is expected to speak on behalf of the UPND government, and on the side of the family, only Makebizulu is the spokesperson for the family. Any other sources should be disregarded. That's one thing that was communicated from yesterday. But as with regard to the inspection, that one has been thrown out, according to that news headline there in the Daily Nation. But yesterday, given when I was on TV and he said this, so according to the Alliance Constitution, anyone wishing to become a Tonse Alliance president must first join Patriotic Front as a presidential candidate, must come from the PF given Novida. So there's been this back and forth within these alliances where they seem to be tussling for who's going to take over the leadership of the alliance. It's like that's the reason even when the PF were joined the UKA alliance, they decided to leave, because it seems like everyone is aware of what they're trying to do. The opposition without a patriotic front is now void. Really, that's the fact. They cannot make any headways. They might get yes, 2 votes, 4 votes. It has been proven from their participation in the elections so far. So them relying on the PF, even why they are associating with Edgar Lungu is because everyone was banking on the fact to say, everyone knew Edgar Lungu was not going to contest, even if he was to be alive now. He was really not going to contest as a candidate in 2026. But whoever he was going to endorse was going to get the full support for the current members of parliament of the Patriotic Front, and also the majority of the PF leadership was going to get that endorsement. And that's what most of the people that joined the UKA Alliance were banking on. And then when it was established to say the people that were pushing the agenda, that's Given Lubinda and Raphael Nakachinda, that are running really the Patriotic Front, you might dispute, yes, Given Lubinda is an acting president of the Patriotic Front or whatever you call it. The fact is, Given Lubinda is running the version of the Patriotic Front to which majority of the members of parliament under the PF submit to. So even if there are factions within the PF, there is no faction that has broken out of the PF that has the members of parliament submitting to it. If there are PF members of parliament that are going rogue, they are definitely going straight into the UPND. They are not joining any other opposition, whether it's Socialist Party or anything. So the game here still remains between the Patriotic Front and the United Party for National Development. And the Patriotic Front version in this case is the one that Given Lubinda is running, whether you like it or not. It's as simple as that. And going by the fact that Edgar Lungu has died now, the pseudo leader of the Patriotic Front, be it in his acting capacity, is that man that you see on screen there, Given Lubinda. And you can tell behind there, you can see Mundwire, even all other pretty much the authority, the people that have got clout in the Patriotic Front are submitting to that man that you see there on screen, that is Given Lubinda. So in reality, Given Lubinda is running the Patriotic Front. That's as simple as that. So anyone who's trying to work with the Patriotic Front have to go through that, Given Lubinda and Raphael Nakachinda. It's as simple as that. That's where the authority is. That thing that Chavinga is running, Chavinga is a one-man show, really. He has no political clout to garner any support, even from a single member of parliament, because the others have gone neutral. You can see the Kachria member of parliament. Yes, he seems to be inclined with the UPND, but he has definitely disassociated with this PF version. Either he's going to run as an independent or he's going to be adopted as a member of parliament on the UPND ticket coming in 2026. Otherwise, you can tell those that have clout are either going into the UPND or staying in the PF here. They are not going into that Chavinga drama that's going on there. So Given Lubinda simply stated to say, okay, fine. This tussle that has been going on between who's going to be president of the Tonse Alliance, who's going to be the president of UKA Alliance, he has simply put his foot down saying the constitution of the Tonse Alliance when it was established is that the president of that alliance has to come from the Patriotic Front. So if any of those presidential candidates, be it Harry Kalaba or whoever is part of that Tonse Alliance, or KBF, if they want to be president of the alliance, they have to submit, either contest within the Patriotic Front presidents as they go to the convention, the one that's coming up after Edgar Lungu is buried. Then you can become Tonse Alliance president. These jokes of whoever, I think this is the best decision Given Lubinda has made. Let them just put the foot down. Those that will fall off are definitely going to walk away. It's like what happened, if you remember, in 2021 between in the UPND alliance with between President Hakainde Hichilema and Shimba Kambwili, at a time when Shimba Kambwili was still popular. Like he was having a lot of clout, where they went into an alliance between the NDC, then the party that was running, and the UPND. And then when they could not come to an agreement where Shimba Kambwili's party started demanding to say they give them a large number of seats to represent in the for members of parliament to contest under the NDC. Then the UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema simply said, hey, excuse us, I think go your way and let us go our way. And then that's where you saw Shimba Kambwili go back to the Patriotic Front. And the UPND went it alone, and it came into association with people like KBF then who joined the alliance, but they all fell under the banner of the UPND. They submitted under the UPND and contested under the UPND in as much as it was called an alliance. That's the same thing PF is doing here. So it's either you fall under the PF or you simply go it alone. And from the testing of the waters that they've done so far, they've been performing pathetic. Give it Socialist Party with Fred Membe. He's got the resources, but the performance, be it at councillor level, member of parliament level, there is nothing to write home about. So the reality is that it's either they work with the PF or go into the UPND or go it alone as an independent. And then let it play out. But this thing of trying to join an alliance with hope that the Patriotic Front is going to endorse you and you become the president, Given Lubinda has simply stated, no, that is not happening. It's either you submit to the Patriotic Front or you simply keep it moving. It's about time. This decision should have been made earlier on. They were just wasting time at this point. It's the elephant in the room that made the PFF leave the Uka Alliance and form this Tonse Alliance. This thing should have been addressed even before Edgar Lungu died. But anyway, it's good that they're addressing it now. That's just a reality. And you can see now some members of within the Patriotic Front, this one, Brian Mundivide, has even put up that statement to say, I can make a difference. I've learned from the United Party for National Development, UPND's bad examples. That's Mundivide. Now, obviously, is building his portfolio as they are likely to go to that convention where all those that aspire to be president within the Patriotic Front are going to contest. So it seems like the campaign has started. So whoever is going to emerge from that convention, if they do it legitimately, they don't play any games, then you will see other presidential candidates submit to that individual. If it's Brandon Mundwire, if it's Mao Sampa, or whoever is contesting that emerges as president, is going to get the endorsement from the others within the PF, and then they can go at it and fight. Whoever opposition wants to join, they can work under the PF or work with the UPND alliance. It's as simple as that. This is a decision that should have been made maybe in 2022, thereabout. But anyway, we are here. We're just a few days from the general elections. They were less than a year from the 2026 general elections. I hope they have any ground to make any difference in this election. And Movie TV has been doing a countdown. So it says countdown 266 days left at members of parliament, our mayor, have removed it from their vehicles so that you can recognize them seriously on the ballot again. So simply making jokes to say that now members of parliament are removing tinted glasses on their cars so that you can see them clearly in the build-up to the 2026 elections. Movie TV has been doing a countdown now. It's counted down as of today. Countdown 265 days to go left. My MP is sorry for not picking your calls since 2021. Network Yapa Zambia has been bad, and he has now retained. He's ready to retain your calls there. So pretty much joking that now everyone is accessible now that they can smell that no, the elections are around the corner. Movie TV is doing a countdown before Parliament is dissolved. That's a number of days left there, and yeah. What is given Luminda's daughter has been loud online also. She put up a statement that has been causing a stir. She's not one to shy away from conversations or stir up something. I think eventually I see her also getting into politics, just like you see in Iris Kayingu and a number of people, prominent individuals eventually head into politics. But for her right now, she's just engaging in social commentary. So she put up that statement. That's Namatama Arovinda. Says, independent women don't submit. Independent women don't submit. We do, she says. The problem is you want us to kneel down for soya chunks and bad behavior. So she's simply saying, hey, yo, the independent women do submit, but not for poverty in this respect there, or bad behavior. Obviously, that conversation has stirred up something and people are jumping in. Community engagement crucial for the success of 2025 mass voter registration, says is the chairperson there. So it seems like there is voter registration that's currently taking place. So there is need for community engagement there. But there are this shocking news that came up, some shocking put up by the UPND. They say, shocking, a daring group of thieves have been cornered after stealing a container police post from Saga's Makeni area, according to reports. So thieves stole pretty much a makeshift police station there that you see on the screen there. And people are shocked. How is that possible? And the police had to issue a statement to say we were not there when the police post was being stolen. Police there, that's the Ray Amonga gave a statement to Karemba there saying, yes, the police station was stolen, but they were not there. So now those thieves have been arrested or cornered, and that's the picture you see on the screen there. And then the mass newspaper says, Haka Inde Hichilema blind to suffering. Chungu warns of doom if Hichilema is re-elected in 2026 there. Obviously, people chipping in. And then Hari Kalaba on the corner there says, Haka Inde Hichilema's love for money, cause for bad load shedding, says Hari Kalaba there. So that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, as the things stand right now.